Hi all, welcome to the session on a general introduction to programming. In this video session, you will learn what is programming, why programming is so important, and how you can learn programming. Nowadays, you are hearing so many programming languages like Java, C++, C, Python, Perl, etc. And most of you might know some of these programming languages as well. So let's see what is programming. Programming is the way of instructing an electronic device, and we give these instructions in some programming language like Python or C++ or Ruby based on your requirement. Let's see this in detail. So shall I ask you a question? What type of signals can an electronic device understand? Yes, you are right. Electric signals, right? So an electronic device can interpret or understand only electric signals. That means a presence of electric signal or an absence of electric signal. So this presence of electric signal is denoted by 1 and the absence of signal is denoted by 0. Our computer is also an electronic device, right? So if I want my computer to solve some problem for me, I have to give instructions to this computer which know only this electric signal. Then I have to write the instructions in blocks of these ones and zeros, which is very difficult for me, right? So what we do is we will give the human instructions in a well-readable form. It is very close to human language. And there is some translator that will translate these human instructions into these codes of ones and zeros, which is otherwise named as machine code. Okay. So these human instructions, it should be in a well-defined form, right? So we will use some notion of programming languages to make it well structured. So if I want my machine to add 2 numbers and give me the result, I will give those instructions in some programming language so that the translator can translate easily this to a machine code. So program means that's a set of instructions given to an electronic device to do something. Programming means that's the way of instructing an electronic device to do something, and we will use some programming language to write the set of instructions. Hope that's clear for you. Okay, this is the set of instructions that I have written in Java as well as Python to print hello world. So this is the program, that is a set of instructions given to print hello world. Every programming language has its own rules which we have to be followed so that the translator can correctly translate the instructions to the machine code without any error. Next, why programming? You can see a digitalized world now. Knowingly or unknowingly, everyone is using the result of programming. So you can see the application of programming everywhere around you, right? When you are browsing, you might come across YouTube, Netflix, and in gaming you can see the role of programming. In films you can see the role of programming bringing some effects to the movies. And like that you can see a vast number of examples around you, right? I will just show you some examples where you can see the role of programming. The first one is the ATM machine, where the ATM accepts some input from the customer, process it and give the result back to the customer based on his or her input. Sometimes the input might be a balance inquiry, sometimes it might be an input for withdrawing the money, or sometimes it might be a transaction. The second example is the biometric scanner. You might know why we are using the biometric scanner for giving the authentication, right? So in this picture you can see is a fingerprint scanner. It will accept the fingerprint as the input. The embedded program will process it, and he or she will be authenticated to access the asset. Next example is the Uber service, which most of you are using nowadays. There also you can see the role of program to handle the customer request. In this picture you can see traffic lights, right? The way of managing these traffic lights is with the help of an embedded program. You can see one more example in this last picture. That is the walkie-talkie that is there in the hand of the traffic policeman. So you can say programming is not only about coding, it's about bringing ideas to life. Let's see how you can learn programming. One platform where a non-programmer can start the concept of programming is Hour of Code. So this is the Hour of Code website. You can go to this website and you can either join them or you can try it as an example. Just click on try it, then you will see a lot more examples here. You can see all grades, then different grades like pre-reader, grade 2 to 5, grade 6 to 8, grade 9 plus, and there are beginner as well as comfortable level. You can choose any of this. And here you can see so many games. You can try the logic using blocks. Okay, you can see a grade 2 plus, that is code with Anna and Elsa. Any game you can select. If I am selecting this one, you can see a code with Anna and Elsa. You can start it. Every time you will get a new puzzle for each level. So now the puzzle is to help Elsa to create a single line. When you click OK, you will get a screen like this. You can see blocks here with which you have to find the solution for this puzzle, and this is the workspace where you have to provide these blocks for bringing a solution for this puzzle. Okay, once that is ready, when you move one puzzle, if you want to see the output, you can click on this run. We will check with this. Make it run. Yes, it's success. Right, like that you can go with another puzzle of next level difficulty. You are just making use of these blocks to implement the logic that you want to solve this puzzle. Okay, likewise it's training you to have some logic to solve the problems. So that's about the Hour of Code. The next example is Scratch. Okay, this Scratch is actually an online community where you can create stories, games and animations. And just start creating. You will reach this page. You can see a video tutorial here. As a beginner, you have to watch this to get more idea on what you are going to do. For the time being, now I am closing it. Okay. Here you can see code, costumes and sound and a character here. You can make use of these blocks to make a story for this character. Okay, you can see motion related blocks, looks related blocks are there, sound related blocks, then event related blocks are there, control like repeat, forever, if. It's more very close to your program constructs. Then sensing is there, operators, variables, like that. There are so many blocks are here, and you can even make a block of your own. Okay, so this is the costumes where you can change the costume and you can change the fill, you can change the outline, etc. There's so many options here, and this is the one where you can relate the sounds to the character. Okay, here I am selected the sound meow, and you can make it a faster sound or slower sound or a louder sound, or you can even mute that. So when you're coming to this code, suppose I want to make a story like I want to make this character move. Okay, once I clicked on this flag. So what I can do is I can go to the event, and there I can see when this flag clicked. There's a block like that. So bring that to the workspace, and when that is clicked, I want to start the sound of new. Let's see what's the output now. Suppose I want to get a start sound mew, as well as it has to move some steps. So when this flag is clicked, it should start making sound mew, and it should glide 1 second to a random position. That is the story I am planning. Okay, so see what happens now. See, it's making a sound mew and gliding 1 second to a random position. So this is how you can create stories using these blocks, and they are training you to make some logic of yourself to create that story. And you can see that in Scratch is very related to the program constructs. So it will be easy for you to learn the constructs in programming languages using the Scratch platform. So that's it about the Scratch learning platform. And the next platform is Code Academy, and here you can log in for getting the service. You can try any programming language you want to practice, and you will get a template where you can write the code on one side, and we will see the result at once. And you can also get an instant feedback, which will help you to point out the errors at that time itself. So you can try this Code Academy as well. I just pointed out only 3 platforms which you can use for learning programming. For a non-programmer, I suggest to go with the concept of block coding, where you don't need any programming language knowledge, but you need to know how to implement the logic solution for a problem. Once you are thorough with that one, it's easy for you to go with the constructs of any programming language. That's all for this session. We have seen what is program, what is programming, why programming is important, and how to learn programming using different platforms that is available today. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned.